Hey guys, it's your boy Rahul back with another video, and today we'll be reviewing Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania. Before we dive into the review, I want to address the elephant in the room. What happened to my beard? Well, I like changing up my look once in a while, and remove the beard as part of that. Hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments, I guess. But yeah, moving on. So Marvel has this phase thing going on where the different movies fall into different phases. I'll definitely create another video about it, explain the different phases. But for now, just to give us some context, we are in phase 5, also known as Secret Invasion. And this phase started off with the Black Panther movie, which came out late last year. I'm referring to Black Panther Rise of Atlantis, which came out on November 11th, 2022. And this movie, Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania, is the second movie in this phase, and this came out on Feb 16th, 2023. So the movie really starts with Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, walking down the streets of my very own San Francisco. And life is good for Scott. It's been years since Thanos attacked and everyone's recovered and stuff. And he has a good life. He is appreciated by his community, gets a lot of freebies, and he has also written his own book, which is great. And soon we are also we get to meet Hope Van Dyne, played by Evangeline Lilly, who leads her dad's company now, Film Laboratories, if you guys recall, which was featured in the second Ant-Man film, Ant-Man the Wasp. And the next character we're introduced to is the very cute Cassie Lang, who's Scott's daughter, and is played by Catherine Newton. And in the movie, Cassie tries to help people, but things don't always go well for her, and she ends up in jail. And so Scott and Hope ride out to go get her out, and they drive her back home. And here we get to see Hank Pym, played by Michael Douglas. We also get to see Janet Van Dyne, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. And they have a family discussion, and then Cassie basically decides to show the family the secret project she has been working on, which is basically like some sort of device which can send signals to the quantum realm and receive signals back. And when Janet learns what Cassie's been doing, she freaks out and she immediately turns it off. And everyone is stunned and shocked, but she is panicking, but it's too late. So some weird sort of particle appears, and they all get sucked into quantum realm through it. And bada boom, bada bam, they are in the quantum realm. And Cassie and her dad Scott are separated from the rest of the gang, and that's how the movie starts. So the quantum realm is really an amazing place, visually in the movie as well. It's very well done, very well detailed. You see it's as like a really vibrant ecosystem composed of many races of creatures. You see like weird creatures, and you see weird, I don't know, ecosystems or terrains, I guess that's a better word. Yeah, gravity is surprisingly not so weird there. I don't know how gravity works there, but yeah, that's the quantum realm. And in the quantum realm, eventually Janet tells Hope and Hank the backstory of her time in the quantum realm. And this is where our new supervillain, Kang, makes his entrance. So for those of you who don't know, Kang is started to be the next big supervillain after Thanos. So, and in this movie, yeah, Kang gets an okay sort of introduction. He's basically, like I said, it starts off with Janet recollecting her past, where she helps Kang rebuild his ship. Wait, let me back up a bit. So, Kang ends up in the quantum realm, and Janet sees him because Kang rescues her or something. And Kang says that his ship can get both of them out. So Janet agrees to fix it, and they fix it up together. It's only once she's done fixing it that she somehow realizes she has some neural connection or something with Kang's brain, and she realizes the true monster Kang is, the universe-ending timeline ending freak that he is, and Janet panics and freaks out. She used a few PIM particles to supersize the core. So Kang's ship has this multiversal engine, aka multiversal core or something, that allows him to travel between dimensions and multiverses and stuff like that. So yeah, Janet supersizes it and escapes, and then eventually she is brought back to human size, and she never discusses this again. So that's the backstory. Now, fast forward to present, Kang captures Cassie and Scott and forces Scott to go get the core back for him. So Scott, without any other option, goes there and tries to fetch the core, which is a good adventure on its own, with the probability field and stuff. We see multiple versions of Scott. Yeah, I'll leave it to you guys to go watch the movie, but yeah, it's fun. And there he is reunited with Hope, who also comes to the core to kind of keep it from falling into Kang's hands. And together they bring it back to normal size, but then Kang is smarter than them all and he gets the core anyways from them. And he goes back to his headquarters, I believe, and there he builds a super army to take over multiple timelines. And yeah, so while he's preparing to escape from the quantum realm, Scott kind of wants to rescue Cassie, right? So he he gathers, rather he doesn't gather troops, but then he sets things up for a major fight at the end, where he attacks Kang's base in his supersized form, and I know supersized in the quantum realm, but yeah, he attacks Kang's base, and he also gets a little help from the locals eventually, who are motivated by Cassie, who kind of frees herself and gives out a message asking people to help them take down Kang. And as a side note, Hank and his ants also make it to the quantum realm, and the ants also join in the final battle. And it's a very action-filled battle. There's no dearth of action in the film, so yeah, a lot of lasers going off, a lot of boom, 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 and yeah, together they bring down Kang. And then this final battle where Scott actually manages to bring down Kang and I believe kill him, which in my opinion should not have been possible, given that Kang is vastly more powerful than Scott. But yeah, that's how the director wants it, I guess. So yeah, Scott brings down Kang, and they all go back home to San Francisco, and all's good that ends good. Or is it? So in typical Marvel fashion, we have two post-credit scenes. Post-credit scene number one. In the scene, we get to see multiple versions of Kangs. So to be more specific, we see Immortus, who's like an older, more powerful version of Kang, who's from the future and tries to eliminate lesser versions of Kang. But yeah, on his side, we also see Ramatut, who's like this ancient Egyptian pharaoh version of Kang, and we see a younger version of Kang in a blue suit, I believe to be the Scarlet Centurion. Anyways, so these three guys are discussing, and they basically like, none of us killed the exiled Kang, right? So the Avengers did it, and they aren't too happy about that. They're like, just trying to meddle in the multiverse, and we need to take them on. And then the camera kind of zooms out to a stadium filled with Kangs, where they try to, I guess, building their own army to take down the Avengers or whatever. That's post-credit scene number one. So for post-credit scene number two, it takes us to the 1900s, I believe, where we get to see Victor Timely, another Kang variant, where he's giving a presentation, and the camera pans out to reveal two of my favorite characters, rather one of my favorite characters. We see Loki. I know, the god of mischief himself. I'm super excited as well to see Loki again. The Loki series has been one of my favorite series, and yeah, this directly picks up from that. Anyways, so we see Loki. We also see Mobius, played by Owen Wilson, in the audience, and they're probably tracking different versions of Kang, and Loki is trying to convince Mobius that this Kang is pretty dangerous as well. That's post-credit scene 2. And as I was saying earlier, right, Both the post-credit scenes really set Kang up to be the major villain, and in my opinion, it also sets us up for Loki season 2, which I believe is coming in summer 2023. So watch out for that. And yeah, that's the post-credit scene. So overall, the movie, in my opinion, is a solid 6.5 out of 10, and I'll tell you the reason why. Right. So the movie is beautifully taken. They're like good visual effects, and yeah, there's a lot of action. There's no shortage of costume, and I believe they put a lot of funds into it, so it looks beautiful. And the story itself is okay, but it's, yeah, the story is rather, it's good rather. It sets us up for, the future Marvel movies, and it really introduces Kang. But the movie doesn't inspire the audience, right? Or it doesn't strike the sense of awe or danger as well when Kang is present. It's just, oh, so this is Kang. Yeah, and even though it looks visually stunning, right? The depth of the story, or rather the scare factor, or even the inspirational factor is just not there. So for that reason, it is a good watch, but it's not very high rated or anything, and I would go to 6.5. And yeah, that wraps us up for this review. So let me know what you guys think. Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? What was your favorite part? Feel free to comment down below, and as usual, don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I'm trying to build a channel and every subscriber helps. So yeah, all right guys, I'll let you do it. See you next time. Boom.